Now, I've heard a lot of creationists talk about Haeckel's supposed trial that he was held, that a university court convicted him of fraud. But I would like Kent to provide evidence of this and prove it, because I really don't see any evidence of this court trial ever happening except from creationist websites. So I'd love to get some evidence for this claim.
And I don't know about the university court. The fact that I don't have the records that there was a university court doesn't mean there wasn't one. You're trying to imply until we can prove there was one, that it didn't happen. It doesn't mean it didn't happen. I don't have any evidence. I've never thought about looking for some, okay? But forget the court, okay? He was being deceitful, and I think he knew it, and I think you know it, okay? According to the university trial that I read about, Haeckel confessed to drawing from memory and was convicted of fraud at the university. That's the real mystery, said Richardson, okay? So Richardson claimed there was a university trial. He said he was convicted of fraud. Richardson says he was, and he's not a creationist. I'll double check on the university trial, okay? Maybe the records got burned up. They've had quite a few wars over there in Germany. I don't know if there's any evidence or not. Maybe the whole university got blown up. I don't know.
Unless you can prove that there was a trial, it doesn't mean there was one. Yeah, that's how that works. You have to provide evidence. If you make a claim and you've said over and over again that he was convicted of fraud, you need to provide evidence of that. So either prove it or stop saying it.
I will get more stuff on Richardson if he did indeed recant, maybe to keep his job or something else, maybe because of peer pressure from all other people. Or you're going to be a creationist, you can't work at St. George Medical School. Who knows? You guys do know how to put a lot of pressure on people who don't believe like you to quit. Muslims do the same thing in their country. You don't believe in Islam? Oh, you don't think he was a prophet? Take off his head. Well, now they just lose the job. Okay, don't quite take off the head. I just praise God. Thank you, God. You don't have to give up your
you. So are you going to stop saying that Haeckel was found guilty of fraud since there's no evidence for this trial? That's what was fraud, was that your claim of a trial. That's fake, not the drawings.
No, you don't know that it isn't true. You're claiming there is no evidence. That's a line you always go to. Okay, there is no evidence for anything on this chart. No evidence for these lines connecting a whale and a sunflower.
Are you going to stop saying that there was a trial because there wasn't one? So are you going to stop saying that?
No, I believe there was one. I will do some research. But
you have no evidence.
Many people have said that there was, and this is, like you said, a long time ago. Haeckel's been dead a long time.
Only creationists say that there was one.
Well, let's forget the trial. Let's forget it. The fact is, he didn't give accurate drawings.
Hold on a second, Kent. So are you going to stop saying that there was a trial? Or you're going to keep saying it with no evidence?
I don't know. I'll think about that. Are you going to stop saying evolution is true because we know we have a common ancestor? Are you going to stop saying this chart represents science?
No, but the difference is that I have evidence for that. You have none for this trial. But you're going to keep saying it anyway. I don't think that Haeckel was found guilty of fraud, but you're going to see in Kent's next video he does about this, he's going to keep saying that Haeckel was found guilty of fraud and that the University of Jena did a trial. But you saw in this debate that Kent admitted that he does not have evidence of this. He's going to keep saying it anyway, but he doesn't have evidence of it, which I think is classic for Kent.
So here's what I said that AJ objected to. I said, when tried by the Jena University court, he confessed and said a small percentage of my embryonic drawings are forgeries. Namely for which the observed material is so incomplete and insufficient to fill in and reconstruct the missing links by hypothesis. This is from Dr. Edward Blick, Blick Engineering, Norman, Oklahoma. I tried to call him today, but I called too late. I'll try to get a hold of him. This is from, he says, from the records of the University of Jena trial. And AJ said they've never found the records of that trial. Well, that may be true. He said, Hovind, will you stop saying there was a trial? Because you don't know it's true. Well, AJ, will you stop saying you're related to all these animals because you don't know that's true either. You believe it's true. I believe there was a trial. I believe he was convicted. I believe that. Right now, I don't have the evidence, but I'm getting close. There's going to be some. Haeckel said, according to Edward Blick, I should feel utterly condemned were it not that hundreds of the best observers and biologists lie under the same charge. So, AJ, was there a trial? I don't know yet. I'll find out. Believe me, I'll dig into it. If any of you are in Germany, you can go to Jena, do some digging for me, find out, was there a trial? Is there a record of the actual trial? Because I've heard from a couple other sources that there was, but I don't have firsthand documentation. So any of you Germans over there, if you can help me, please, okay? I have looked on Worldwide University of Jena. There's a lot of correspondence from Haeckel, over 5,000 letters. Many are locked. I assume these are the letters containing the trial. Please, everybody that want to help our ministry, get this nailed down. This is one of the 3 or 4 key evidences for evolution. I want to nail this one to the ground, okay? So if you can help me, unlock them. Call the university. Because it costs $50 to unlock your letters. Why would they lock a letter? What's about freedom of the press and